Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It's dMunkey here. Some of you might know me from the Fallout 76 subreddit. Fairly active there. Today, I wanted to show you my character and my crit Rifleman build. Now, a lot of people are giving the Rifleman flack. They're saying it's weak. They're saying it sucks. They're saying melee is better. I'm just going to show you my build and what works for me. I mean, I'm sure melee is very good, and I've seen it. A lot of my friends run it, and it is pretty ridiculous. But I just want to show you guys that this can be competitive too in terms of damage, and this is what works for me personally. So I'm going to start off just by going over my mutations here. I've got the Eagle Eye mutation. In my opinion, this is pretty much necessary for the crit damage, the extra 25%. You're going to want Marsupial for the extra carry weight and the jump height so that you can jump into vantage points and get away from enemies and melee players. And Speed Demon, again, just for kiting, it's great, and the reload speed is fantastic. Really makes reloading a breeze. For my items, I recommend running a Gauss rifle with quad shot if you can get it. Any Gauss rifle will do. This has explosive, quad, and reduced weight. It's only level 35 though. You could pretty much replicate everything you're going to see in this video with a level 45 Gauss rifle though, so don't get discouraged. I've also been playing around with a handmade. So far I'm not really that impressed. There's been a lot of hype around this gun, and I just feel like the combat rifle is better in every way. And I'll talk a little bit about that after. As far as equipment goes, because you only have one strength in this build, you want to run weightless as much as you can. You can see I'm running weightless, and then I've just got some random junk. I want to get a weightless chest for sure to get that down, and then Exo 1 power armor for nuke zones and scorch beasts. Moving into our special talents here, we've got a couple things I would change right off the bat. One strength, one endurance. Would not change that. That's the way I like to play. Fuck strength, fuck endurance. I hate them. Perception, that's the shit. You want to keep that at 13. That's perfect. But as far as these four stats here, you want to have 5 charisma, 14 agility, and 14 luck. And you want to dump that into intelligence so that you can get 8 intelligence. I'll talk about why in a second. But that would be the optimum Rifleman crits build, in my opinion right now, if you wanted to like min-max. So for strength perks, throw in whatever you want. I have 40 stim packs on me, so I like that. For tank killer, or sorry, for perception, you're going to want to run tank killer and then all the rifleman perks maxed. And then just 1 point in here is fine, just so you can do the headshots. Endurance, whatever you want. I have yet to find a useful endurance perk. Charisma, I like to run Lone Wanderer when playing alone, when playing with friends. Squad maneuvers is one of my favorites. Strange in numbers. This is a really interesting perk card because right now, I'm pretty sure it's not working as intended, because the more players that you have in your party with mutations, the more benefit this card is going to give you. For instance, I can jump maybe like 20 feet with one other player in my party using this card. As soon as I get 4 players in my party with all mutations, I can jump literally 50 feet in the air. It's absolutely ridiculous. I actually take fall damage from jumping so high. It's pretty crazy. And also my crits just go off the wall. And my carry weight just goes up to like 250. So strange in numbers is a strange perk. Intelligence, batteries included, is going to be the best perk for this build just because Gauss rifle ammo weighs so much. And fusion cores also just weigh a ton, so it's really nice to have this. It's like a quality of life thing for kind of making up for the 1 strength there. For a second perk, I'd be running 5 out of 5 gunsmith if I had the correct build. So that's what I would use. Agility, anything that gives you action points is good for this build. So Action Boy, of course. Marathoner, I like to run that because I sprint around everywhere. Gun Fu is probably the best talent in the agility tree that you can get, so max that. And Adrenaline is a close second. Gives you 60% increased damage. That is ridiculous. Like, I can't get... When I get full Adrenaline, I can kill a Scorch Beast in 4 hits or less if it's on the ground. And then Escape Artist, just because I'd get rid of it if I could. Luck kind of speaks for itself. Better criticals to do the damage. Critical Savvy to do the crits. 4-leaf Clover to refresh the crits. Grim Reaper Sprint to refresh the action points for more crits. And then Starch Jeans to keep those sweet ass mutations. So that is my build. Right now on the map, I'm currently at the Big Bend Tunnel East. This is my favorite spot to grind for leveling. Anytime I'm in between things, I just kind of come here and run this route because it's really good for experience. So check it out. I'm just going to show you the build in action. So again, even though this is an explosive rifle, you can fully replicate anything you're about to see here. Oh. Did I kill them all in one hit? Or has someone else already been here? I don't know. Anyways, with a regular Gauss rifle, you're going to do enough damage to one-shot the mobs too. So even though I'm explosive, it's overkill. You know, the damage isn't going anywhere. It's just good for legendaries and scorch beasts and stuff like that. So basically what we do is we aim for the head, we hold down the space bar, and then we just let Gun Fu do its sweet thing. And it's really that easy. I one-shot pretty much everything up to super mutants. I mean, the super irradiated beasts and stuff, I can like 1 or 2 shot those most of the time. Something about VATS that you might not know is that you need to leave it for like 0.5 seconds before you start shooting, or else you're going to miss your first shot. So always just give it like 2 seconds. I usually wait for the sound, you know, that like zooming in sound. I usually wait for that to end before I start shooting. But once you're in Gun Fu mode, you're good to go. Just let it rip. You know, you can shoot through walls, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, so as far as the rifles go, I mentioned I really like to run the combat rifle. I've been what the fuck? I've been running the handmade rifle just to try it because people rave about it so much. I don't personally think it's that great. It's got a lot of ammunition in the clips. Is he dead? I don't know what happened to that guy. Anyways, it's got 25 bullets on its clip, but its damage is a little bit lower than the combat rifle, and I just like all the mods that I have for the combat rifle. Most people, because you scrap so many, you'll be able to get all the receivers straight off the bat, so for the average player, the combat rifle is going to be preferred. Stealth, I just pretty much avoid that at all costs, just because it doesn't really seem to scale that well with the critical damage. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off track here. I gotta kill these scorched. See, the handmade, it's not killing in one hit, whereas the combat rifle would be. So I'm just gonna run my Gauss like I always do. Basically, you just want to one-shot as much as you can because you're going to be getting that action point refresh from Grim Reaper Sprint, and then you're also going to be building up that adrenaline stack. Once you get up to 40%, basically nothing stands a chance. So yeah, this build I would say excels at really high population enemy camps, like super mutant camps. You're going to one-shot everything. Of course, like ferals, you're going to one-shot everything. If you like to farm the White Springs nuke zone, you'll pretty much be one-shotting the bloated glowing ones that spawn there, which is really, really useful. Kind of sucks for other people because they won't be able to tag them for the experience, but just depends on how much you charge your Gauss rifle. We'll just quickly clear this camp. Just show you what it can do here. Is that it? I swear usually more stuff spawns here. I think someone ran this recently, but the reason why this is so good for experience is most of the enemies will scale to your level, and there's so many camps that are beside each other because you got the mine entrance on the east side, you got this mine entrance, you've got this little power plant area that always spawns mobs, but again, this place has just recently been farmed. It is a pretty popular area, so you might be competing with other people. But that's the gist of the build. I know that wasn't a really great demonstration, but at least you can kind of see what I run and what works for me, and my personal review is that the Crit Rifleman is awesome. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, reach out to me, subscribe. I don't know if I'm going to be making more videos or not, but if you want to see more, definitely hit the sub button, and I'll see you guys on the forums. Peace out.